Imagine a world where you never have to worry about work again. No deadlines, no emails, no Sunday night dread creeping in before Monday morning. You show up, sit at your desk, and the next thing you know, you're walking out of the building at the end of the day. 8 hours of work just gone. Sounds amazing, right? Now imagine the cost. Half your life. That's the trade-off at Lumon Industries, the company that offers the severance procedure, a controversial surgery that literally splits your consciousness in two. One version of you, the innie, exists only at work, with no memories of the outside world. The outie, the person you were before, never experiences a single moment inside the office. But here's the real question. How do you convince anyone to do this? Marketing isn't just about having a great product, it's about selling a vision. And in today's video, we're going to break down Lumon's marketing nightmare, the messaging, the PR spin, the customer objections, and the strategy behind selling the most extreme work-life balance product ever invented. Because in the end, every controversial product has a marketing strategy, even the ones that erase your identity. Let's get into it. Before we talk about marketing severance, we need to talk about who's selling it. Lumon Industries is one of the most powerful and secretive corporations in the world. On the surface, they're a biotech giant, producing everything from pharmaceuticals and medical equipment to personal care products and cosmetics. They probably manufacture your toothpaste, your moisturizer, and your antidepressants. But none of that matters, because Lumon's real product is control. The company was founded centuries ago by Keir Egan, a self-proclaimed visionary who built Lumon into what is basically a corporate religion. Keir isn't just a CEO, he's a mythological figure inside the company. His words are treated like sacred texts, and his principles, like obedience, duty, and self-sacrifice, are drilled into every severed employee. In many ways, Lumon isn't a business. It's a cult with a revenue stream. And the severance procedure? It's not just a medical innovation, it's a social experiment. So how do you convince the public that this is a good idea? For any product launch, identifying your target audience is the first step. And for the severance procedure, that's tricky. Most people, terrified. The idea of surgically removing memories is deeply unnatural. But marketing isn't about selling to everyone, it's about selling to the right people. So let's break down the ideal customer profile for severance. 1. The overworked professional. First, we have the burned out corporate worker. The people who are so exhausted from their jobs that they do anything for relief. Think Wall Street investment bankers, Silicon Valley tech workers, medical residents pulling 100-hour work weeks. Marketing angle? You don't have to quit. You don't have to break. You just have to sever. 2. The career-obsessed executive. Then we have the status-driven corporate elites. The ones who don't just work for a company, they want to become the company. People who see work as an identity. They don't want work-life balance, they want work-life dominance. Marketing angle? Greatness requires sacrifice. The severance procedure makes it effortless. 3. The true believer. Finally, we have the people who genuinely believe in Lumon's mission. Helena Egan, the CEO's daughter, voluntarily underwent severance, and that's brilliant marketing. Nothing validates a product like the leaders using it themselves. Marketing angle? Lumon leadership believes in severance, and they're proving it with their own minds. Here's the real challenge. The public hates severance. It's an ethical nightmare. Critics call it a new form of slavery. So how does Lumon defend itself? The corporate social responsibility spin. Every controversial company has one go-to defense. We're helping society. Lumon can argue that severance is a mental health breakthrough. Marketing angle? Burnout is an epidemic. The severance procedure is the cure. Case study, Purdue Pharma and OxyContin. Purdue Pharma framed OxyContin as a medical miracle. Even though it fueled an opioid crisis, they leaned into the positive narrative for years. The government compliance play. Another classic move, we're working with the government. If Lumon can frame Severance as a regulated medical procedure, it instantly gains credibility. Marketing angle, safe, ethical, government approved. The personal testimonial strategy. Nothing sells a controversial product like a human story. Imagine a Lumon commercial. Happy severed workers saying, I never worry about work again. I'm finally happy. Marketing angle? Don't believe the media. Listen to the people who've actually done it. Now let's build the marketing campaign. Slogan ideas? Leave your worries at the door. Literally. The work-life balance you've been waiting for. Upgrade your mind. Unlock your potential. Or imagine a billboard split in two. One half shows a stressed-out businessman. The other half, a peaceful severed worker. Headline, which side of your life do you want to live? Influencer and celebrity endorsements. Lumon could recruit high-profile CEOs, athletes, and celebrities to promote Severance. Case study, performance-enhancing drugs in sports. Just like athletes promote biohacking, Lumon could frame Severance as the next frontier of human enhancement. Every powerful brand has a story behind it. Apple has Steve Jobs. Tesla has Elon Musk. Lumon Industries has Keir Egan. And unlike Jobs or Musk, Keir isn't just a visionary entrepreneur, he's a messiah figure. Inside Lumon, Keir isn't just the founder, he's a prophet. His words are scripture. His statues are everywhere, and employees are taught to believe that their work is sacred. This isn't just corporate loyalty, it's religious branding. And that's one of Lumon's greatest marketing weapons. Case study, how Apple and Tesla use founder worship. Apple fans didn't just love the products, they worshipped Steve Jobs. Even after his death, Apple carefully maintains his image as a visionary genius. Tesla's branding isn't just about electric cars, it's about Elon Musk as an innovator. His cult of personality keeps Tesla in the spotlight, even when their products have issues. Lumon does the same thing, but on steroids. If you want to sell a radical idea, whether it's a new religion, a groundbreaking product, or an extreme procedure like Severance, you need a strong, godlike figure behind it. The message? Keir did this for you. Keir's vision will guide you. Your work is holy. This indoctrination is why the severed employees accept their conditions. They don't just work at Lumon, they belong to Lumon. And that level of brand loyalty is what every company dreams of. There's another way Lumon could sell Severance, not as a work necessity, but as an elite experience. Think about it. Luxury brands don't just sell products, they sell status. Case study, luxury membership clubs. Equinox and elite networking clubs make sure not everyone can get in. The exclusivity drives demand. Severance could be marketed the same way, as something not everyone gets access to. Marketing angle? Not everyone is ready for this level of balance. Are you? One of the most shocking reveals in Severance is that a woman chose to undergo the procedure to avoid the pain of pregnancy and childbirth. This completely reframes who Severance is for. It's not just for workers. It's for people who want to opt out of life's most challenging experiences. Marketing angle? Skip the hard parts. Keep the joy. Imagine if Lumon offered Severance as a service for new mothers. You sign up, and your innie carries and delivers the baby, while your outie wakes up 9 months later, completely unaware of the pain. That's a terrifying concept. But with the right branding, it could become wildly popular. Because every luxury product solves a problem people didn't even know they had. And Severance solves pain itself. Severance has two marketing challenges. It's not just about attracting new customers, it's also about controlling the people who already work there, which means Lumon needs two marketing strategies. External branding, how they sell it to the public, targeting burned-out workers, career climbers, and the ultra-wealthy, framing it as a productivity tool or a luxury experience, and internal branding, how they keep severed employees loyal. Since the innies can't leave or question their reality, Lumon has to create an illusion of happiness. They use rewards, rituals, and manufactured joy to keep employees engaged. Case study how Google and tech companies manufacture workplace happiness. Google, Facebook, and Amazon use free meals, nap pods, and in-office perks to create a cult-like work culture. Lumen does the same, but instead of free lunches, it's Melon Mondays, waffle parties, and defiant jazz. These small, meaningless rewards keep employees just satisfied enough to not rebel. Lumen's internal branding isn't about keeping workers happy, it's about preventing them from realizing they're trapped. And that is corporate marketing at its most sinister. Even with the best marketing in the world, Severance has a huge problem. It's deeply unnatural. People are wired to resist losing control. So, how do you overcome that fear? The framing effect, repositioning the concept. Nobody wants to sign up for work amnesia, but if you call it mental optimization or cognitive efficiency, suddenly it sounds progressive. Case study: Facebook's privacy policies. People freak out when you say, "We're collecting your personal data," but say, "We're improving your experience," and they accept it. Social proof, getting people to accept it. The first 100,000 people will be the hardest to convince. But once influencers, celebrities, and high-status professionals do it, the rest will follow. A study: Botox and cosmetic surgery. What started as taboo is now mainstream because it was embraced by wealthy, high-status people first. If Lumen can normalize severance, it won't be controversial anymore. It'll just be the next logical step in productivity. Right now, severance is experimental. But what happens if it becomes common, or worse, mandatory? Case study: China's social credit system, how tech controls human behavior. In China, citizens are ranked by a social credit score. If you step out of line, your travel is restricted, your bank access is limited, and your freedoms are taken away. What happens when corporations have this power? Imagine a future where severance isn't optional. Certain jobs require it. Health insurance charges extra if you don't have it. Governments endorse it for workers in high-stress fields. At what point does severance stop being a choice and start being the norm? So, could Lumen actually sell this to the masses? Absolutely. Controversial products succeed all the time. The right branding, the right PR, the right endorsements, and suddenly something that seemed unthinkable starts to feel inevitable. Because in the end, the most dangerous ideas aren't forced onto people, they're marketed to them.